it's gonna help me close this chapter of my life and put it behind once and for all.
24-year-old Louis Chaix is a survivor of a rare skin disorder that nearly took his life at just 6 years old.
One day after school, I had flu-like symptoms, and the next day I woke up with blisters all over my body and my skin started falling off.
Toxic epidermal necrolysis, the most severe form of Stevens-Johnson syndrome. According to the National Library of Medicine, it affects less than 2 people per million each year and kills half of those diagnosed with it. It causes a painful rash to spread and blister, and Louis was covered head to toe on over 80% of his little body. Though he was literally burning up from the inside out, Louis refused to go down without a fight.
I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I don't know what you're talking about. I have hockey to play, I have a life to live.
He was introduced to hockey when he was just 4 years old. Since then, he developed a love for the sport that eventually turned into his main reason to live.
I promised myself that when I made it out, I would one day be playing in the US or in Canada.
And Louis did just that. After making a remarkable recovery, he left his home in France to chase his athletic dreams at the age of 14.
Lived in Canada for 3 years, El Paso, Texas, Boston for 3 years, and then I transferred here to Springfield.
Now one of the Ice Bears, Louis plays hockey for Missouri State University. Finally living the life he always imagined, he started to feel a little survivor's guilt.
I was like, why is it that you get to live your life and chase your dreams every day, but there's people still suffering from this disease? There's people who don't have answers. I personally don't have answers on what caused it and everything.
He ruminated this for a while until the idea came to him while he was rollerblading with a friend around campus last year.
And I looked at him and I'm like, how crazy would it be to skate across the United States? And he's like, sure, dude, like, okay. Like, it'd be really cool, but like, come on. And I got home and I'm in the shower and I'm like, I can't get this thought out of my head. I need to do this, but I need to find a reason why. And then I'm like, well, hello, you survived this crazy disease. You could raise awareness for that and help for research. All right.
Just a year and a half later, Louis is finally getting ready for his 10 for 10 journey. In just a couple weeks, he will leave Venice Beach Skate Park in Los Angeles, California, and head towards Times Square in New York City on rollerblades, with the goal of raising $100,000 for research and to help families impacted by the same disease that nearly took his life.
Medical costs and living situations when their kids are in the hospital, because I know that was an issue for me.
This journey is no easy feat. It's taken a lot of hard work, dedication, and an entire team to put it all together.
We're gonna have an RV following me with all the equipment I need, recovery, trainers.
As if there wasn't already enough pressure to finish the journey, Louis is taking it one step further and is aiming to break the world record of the fastest time across with the help of current record holder Casey Cleveland.
She is on the phone and she's like, well, I want to ask you something. I want you to beat my record and I want to help you do it.
Casey went from California to Florida in 47 and a half days back in 2012. In order to beat her record, the amount of training Louis needs is a lot more than your regular gym sesh.
It's hours on hours on hours.
Not to mention, he's a full-time college student.
I had 3 classes in the morning, I had to go swim for an hour, bike for an hour, and then I was busy all day with meetings, homework, and then had to go run for another hour.
But at the end of a hard day, Louis knows it'll all be worth it in the end, because he knows he can make a difference in the lives of others.
And they'll reach out to me and be like, I just wanted to tell you what you're doing is amazing and inspires me that one day I'm gonna be okay as well. That's my whole purpose, and that's what's gonna get me across more than anything.
Giving hope, one stride at a time.